Good morning. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Saxe. I'm Deborah Gordan. This is our time of meditation. We're going to spend about 30 minutes doing a guided meditation with parts of it, will be in silence. And an hour from now, you can join us again for the sanctuary service, which Kim Andrews, our spiritual leader, will give. It's always wonderful, and if you can't join us at that time, you can access it through YouTube or on Facebook and watch it later. So let's just take this time apart to relax and get comfortable in your chair. And it's okay to move around if you need to get more comfortable. If you have a stiff shoulder or anything that needs to kind of move, whatever you need to do to feel centered and grounded so that your body is resting comfortably and that you can sort of just focus on the inner for this time. So let's take a few deep breaths, and with each in-breath, let's say, we're welcoming that fresh new day. Thank you, God, for life itself. We woke up with a brand new unwritten page. Let's breathe in all of that life and that energy that we're being given. Breathing out, releasing the day, the week, any words, any occurrences, anything that's buzzing around. Let's just let it go for now. If we need it, we'll have it. But for this moment, let's set it aside. Breathing in the breath of God. And breathing out and releasing. Ideas may float through your head of what you're releasing, or it may just be general, but let's just let go. If it does not serve me, let me let it go. Breathe in that breath of God, that life force, that divine intelligence that knows where to go in my body to lift and bless me, to feed and nurture this body, this vehicle that we've been given to move around in this world with. And let's release any and all things that no longer serve. And with each breath, notice, they call it a cleansing breath because there comes a point where you maybe no longer feel like you have to keep letting go, but rather it's just a cycle of a clean in-breath and a clean out-breath. Bringing in that breath of life and breathing out clarity. And what you're putting out is just as clean as what you're drawing in. Feel yourself settle more deeply in your chair. Feel your neck relax and your body relax, even your lungs, your stomach. This place where we tend to clench just like we might clench a fist. Just let it go. Your stomach needs to be able to relax and know that in this moment, you are in a safe and sacred space. Breathe in the breath of God and know that you are placing yourself consciously in that energy that is all good. You're always there, but we're directing our attention to it. And therefore, that is in our awareness and our experience. So picture a color that is soothing to you. I see deep blues or aquas, whatever I may need at that moment, but whatever suits you as being a healing, soothing color. Imagine that is what you're breathing in, and it's going wherever it needs to go in your body to live, to heal, to bless. You don't even have to direct it, but you see it going everywhere. Reminding the cells of your body what their highest and best function is. Noticing how they network with all the cells around them to produce the highest function of that organ or that system, whatever it may be. That there's a divine intelligence that you don't have to direct, that knows exactly how it needs to function for your highest good. See your lungs filled with this beauty, this love, this healing energy. That your good has been waiting to happen to you and is just joyfully celebrating when you choose to become aware of it. Because when you direct your energy to it, it can rush in. When you say yes, when you use your divine free will to say yes, it floods in. Breathing in the breath of God. Breathing out. Like a divine shower, just letting that goodness wash over you within and without. Removing anything unlike that divine, sparkling, cleansing, healing energy. Letting it go. If it is not of truth, if it does not serve, let's let it go. And in this moment of time, let's just add to, by using our wonderful brains and hearts and spirits, we use that imagery to say yes to who we really are. Meaning we open up, we see ourselves moving into a clean room, see an altar before you, see you emptying your pockets of all those cares and concerns and placing them on this altar. Where your angels, your guides, your watchers, your higher power speaks the words of truth and healing on them. Perhaps you see yourself lay the cares and concerns for individuals on this place, or for your own health and well-being, for your desire to center and to see higher. All of those cares and concerns, known and unknown, are placed on this altar and spoken over, watched over, as we step even a level deeper. See yourself exiting that room into a beautiful, beautiful garden. And it's populated with sights that lift your heart and spirit. It could be wildflowers, it could be a carefully tended garden, whatever lifts your heart. But see the beauty and the variety in this nature. And instead of thinking you are apart from it, know that you are a part of it. We tend to separate ourselves from the animal kingdom, the natural kingdom, when truly our home is there. We are that. So we seek that energy of harmony with it, not resisting, but listening. How do I work in harmony with this? I have to listen to know that. Breathing in that breath of God, there's no bugs to bother, there is no, or they may be there, but they're in harmony with our experience here. No allergies, nothing of that sort, but just an experience of seeing the beauty, of appreciating this growth of life, how many different expressions of life there are. Again, so many we don't even see, but there they are. They still exist. And just as there is life beyond that we cannot see, it still exists. Life within that we know not of, it still exists. So we let the beauty around us lift us and inspire us to know that something incredible is in charge. Guiding, inspiring, lifting, filling us, nurturing us, providing for us, comforting us, just awaiting our acceptance, our yes, our yes and thank you. So we say this, yes and thank you. That there is abundance of all good in all ways surrounding us at this time. We have an abundance of food to nurture us. We have an abundance of currency to get what we need. But beyond this, an abundance of love, of nurturing relationships, of places to serve and places we are served. That the give and the take, the give and the giving and the receiving is just a very natural, unblocked flow. That we are healed and we are so filled to overflowing that it is natural to heal. Both consciously and unconsciously, as we are filled to overflowing, we are healing. We are that. And we can delight in being creative about how to give. So we settle more into that happy thought, these happy feelings, allowing our spirits to be lifted. That we lift beyond the energy of earth and into areas of absolute truth. Beyond what earth may try to tell us or direct us. We listen, we consider. Some of it is very wise, and some of it is just not the truth. So we calibrate our wisdom to know the difference. A lot of meditation is just that, taking the time apart to recalibrate. What is your heart saying resonates with you as truth? And we go there. One of my favorite places, let's imagine a pool before us. And this pool is warm and comfortable, and we step into it. And it's a remarkable energy. It's a healing pool where you actually feel loved and comforted. You feel lifted. You feel the wisdom just seeping into your pores. And go to where you are comfortable. I like imagining that I can go underwater because I can breathe there. There are no limits here. But go where you feel comfortable. Feel yourself bathed in this. And again, anything, known or unknown, that you need to let go of is being washed right out of your system. And likewise, whatever you have need of is being gently received. That you are buoyant, you are joyful, you are so loved and nurtured. And let's just take a moment to feel that energy. You are completely being filled with whatever you have need of, filled to overflowing in this place. Allow. And know that that spark within you that already exists is just being reminded. Just being reminded, yes, that's who you are. There you go, right there. The truth about us is so much more than we may ever know while we're here. But allow that lifting. Challenge yourself to feel unlimited. Sometimes I think it takes more courage to know the wonderful truth about you than to face some of the challenges. What if you can imagine for a moment you have absolutely everything you need? And let that be the truth. You swim in a sea of solutions. Think of the most comforting time you felt when someone embraced you. And know that your divine creator, with no baggage, with no limits, loves you as this and more than you can even fathom. You are loved, you are cherished. Your wholeness is affirmed. Make sure you're taking in a few deep breaths to really accept this energy. Yes, and thank you. And in this place, you feel that divine spark of curiosity that is such a guiding system in our lives. And so you see one before you who is a wise one. Maybe someone you know, it may not be, but you know them in spirit. I've known sometimes people see themselves, their highest self, or a guide or an angel or just someone they know to be very wise. And look deep into these sparkling eyes and feel their complete and utter acceptance. See a wide smile. And they take your hands. For a moment, non-verbally, they just convey this acknowledgement of how perfect of a being you are right now, and that you're learning to be an expression of this perfection. We are this. We're just cleaning ourselves off of anything unlike that. But see reflected in their eyes the knowledge of our wholeness, the appreciation of who we are. And you are so filled to overflowing, not because they saw it, but because they remind you. And you choose it and you say, yes, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I am that. And you are so joyfully filled that you pour that back into their eyes. Thank you. You are that. I see that in you. I see your divinity. I see how inspiring you are and how you're blessing the world. I see your shining example. I see that you had struggles too, but nothing stopped you. Nothing stopped you from continuing your journey to understand your perfection. Nothing stops you from sharing the bits of wisdom you find along the way. Together we rise. And feel your stomach relax even further. Feel your lungs accept even deeper. Feel your abdomen releasing old hurts and pains and fears, doubts. Feel your limbs feeling able and strong to move you forward. And of course, this is figurative as well as physical. Feel your heart so moved by acknowledging the truth, and the light is in and through you and all around you. You are filled to overflowing. You are more than complete. As you connect, no one has to do this alone. No one can do this alone. No one's meant to do it alone. Connections. We lift each other up. Feel how wonderful that is. You cannot fall outside of God. It's impossible. We only fall out of awareness from time to time. But we recalibrate. It's always available. Give us this day our daily bread. It's always there. We would be dazzled if we could see how very equipped we are for this day. The tools of this day are with me. The tools of tomorrow will be with me. And I release and forgive myself the past. I did what I knew then. I do better now. We have the courage to see clearly where we messed up and ask if it's a part of anything we're doing today. Bit by bit, as we can, as we have the courage to look it in the eye and say, what if this is still true? What do I take into my calibration to lift higher and to align better with truth? And what if this that I believed about myself, or maybe someone else did, is just not the truth? And may I have the courage to just let it go and not carry it around anymore. But in this moment, I have everything I need. I cannot change the past, but I can change how I move forward. I can decide to milk those pain points for the good, for the lessons, or to just release it and know I am not that anymore. Whatever we need to do. There are wisdoms to unwrap, but I think it can be a gentle thing. Be kind in your reviewing. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. We're all in this journey together. We're doing the best we can in any given moment, and let's just move forward. Let's give equal weight to those things that were our quote-unquote disabilities, and equal weight to those accomplishments, being that they were lines in our story. And what matters is how we move forward. How do we choose in this moment? Let's just breathe in that for a second. Let's just Dwell for a second in how do we choose to be? It has nothing to do with the past. How do we want to show up in the world? What are we passionate about? How do we want to show up? And know that the fullness that you need is there. Let's just dwell in that for a moment. How do I want to show up? Release and draw in. Picture yourself going back to that altar, that table. Gently. Having a different view and a different perspective of the things you laid down. Only pick up what you want to pick up. Only pick up the tools that you really do admire and treasure in yourself. And see that some other things have been cleaned and healed and nurtured and are now tools that you can pick up. And know that other things have dissolved and other things are in the process of dissolving, and you can choose to leave them lie. And step into a clean zone again. And in this moment, we breathe in that breath of God and allow ourselves to feel fortified. And we affirm that we are calibrated in light and love. We are strong. We are powerful because we understand our source is unlimited. We are connected to a web of light whose source is the divine, connected to other like minds who understand that and want to share, willingly share. We provide to them, they provide to us. We lift and rise together. We are strong. We have all the joy of the world with us. We have the eyes to see the beauty. We have the eyes to see. We have the heart to recognize and appreciate. And as we draw our attention back into this amazing vehicle that is our body, let us affirm its strength and power, that its ongoing healing, left to its own devices, it knows how to heal itself. So we keep that switch on and allow it to heal. And we listen. We let it tell us how to bless it. What to do, what not to do to bless it on its journey. We're connected, we're interconnected, but we listen and we learn. We situate ourselves in our chair again, breathing in that breath of life, that new day. We bring our conscious awareness to this room and this place and these wonderful people. As you feel comfortable, begin to move your arms and legs. When you want to, you can open your eyes. Take a deep breath and greet this miraculous day for what it is. Thank you for joining us. I get as much out of this as anybody. I thank you for being here with us. And may you walk in an expanded love more and more every day. Thank you and namaste.